This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or 2. Samuel Aguavin makes the stop. Second and 5 now. Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And Wilson is perfectly 5, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 3 first-half interceptions now, and, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This goes out wide for Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2nd and 16. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 41, Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. inside the 20 before he's brought down. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they run with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play.